help me do a project with this R8. Like, I got an R8, I got lights, I got, like, you know, we could schedule, do like, I do passion projects too, man. But if you're gonna pay me, that's how you gonna really get me there. I ain't gonna lie, if you pay, cause I like money. So if you pay my fee, oh man, I'll be there on time, every time. But yeah, call me. Yeah, I'm doing snipers only right now. I want to give them a big shout out for sticking with me and bearing them through a lot of the trials and tribulations with me as a filmmaker, because I've been doing a podcast, and honestly, it's been a lot for me because I had to edit it like actually, like, part for part, punching in, punching out, and and I'm not. I'm trying to give it the best effort I can, but I'm always getting like these pop-up jobs that I kind of need to do to have some money in my pocket, and I'm constantly in a scramble. So the fact that I'm lacking the ability to focus on their project 5 hours at a time, or even four, because what happens is you want to make sure that you got your individual punch-ins, and of course I got a lot of it cropped out. And again, we move it from different space to space. So every time we move to a different space, I have to kind of change my editing tools up to change my cropping tools. It's really a lot, especially in Final Cut Pro. It's gotten easier since I've been doing it. My big problem is that now all my footage is gone. My hard drive is messed up, the one that actually had the footage on it, and the backup and one of my cameras is gone. So I'm trying to look for a lesson out of this. You know, I was just moving my stuff from one place to another, and I was being helped by family members, moving people, etc. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe. This is Frederick Mayers TV. So understand that you're gonna go through things when it comes to making films. It's really not gonna be what you think. You think you're gonna just make creative stuff and you're gonna get paid for it. I'm here to tell you that that's the dream I had, and that's not the reality I'm living. The reality that I'm living is I am, and for future reference, I am transporting all of my own equipment because that's part of being responsible as a filmmaker. Also, I definitely want to look into upgrading my camera and get a dual slot SD card recording, because this is the first time in my life that I realized the importance of dual slot recording, because if I would have had another backup drive, it would have probably saved me in an instance right here. Because I always was one of people like, oh, why do I need a camera with a dual slot recording, and I don't need dual ISO, I could get the same images with the right lights, which may be all true. But when you are a running gun shooter like me, and you do parties and you take last minute jobs a day of or day prior to, you kind of gotta be a little bit more prepared than the rest, because those type of jobs actually keep food on the table. And snipers only is a job I get paid for it, but honestly, it's a joint venture that we both working on. They're trying to be great. I'm trying to invest in their greatness. They're trying to invest in my greatness. So we working. That's the motivation behind it. But yes, I do get paid, and there's some good guys to work with, and they've been bearing with me. I really appreciate Snipers Only. You already know. Shouts out to BO, Breeze, T3, Fresh, Diggy, the whole gang, even Nana. And the episode came out fireful. You know what I'm saying? It really did. It's 2025, and I'm gonna make it my business to do better and be a better businessman. Um, I'm gonna do better with my bookkeeping. I'm gonna do better with paying all my bills, and I'm gonna do better with just my overall what would you call it? Schematics. I need to work on my schematics for my business. So I'm gonna do that. And if you got a better word for me than schematics, 'cause I'm quite sure there's a lot of better words out there than that. My brain is just a little brain farting right now because I've really been going through a lot. But I'm thanking God at the same time because I've been blessed, and I had a lot of troubles going into 2025. But as soon as 2025 hit, God has been blessing me, and He's just been giving me lessons. So even when you think something is not going your way, and when you think it's hard, sometimes you gotta look at the blessing and the lesson. So um, be mindful that it's always a blessing and a lesson. And again, I think I want to move up my next camera. If I stay Canon, I want to definitely go up. I want to go like R5C or something like that, or like C70. You know, I need something. I need to start moving into the bigger line, the heavier line, and not because I don't know how to work the camera I got, and I don't appreciate the camera I got because I have the Canon R8, and I still got a lot of work to do with the Canon R8, and I still have to master the Canon R8 in its truest form because I haven't done that yet. But I'm just talking about eventually, because in 2025 you're gonna see a lot of this Canon R8. It's gonna be all over the place, you know, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like from my lens and the things I want to do. Next segment. The reason why I'm not going to give up on the Practical Dreamers Project, because that's my baby. The Practical Dreamers Project is all about people who have created something from nothing in a practical way. And sometimes them doing practical things got them impractical results, like getting rich, becoming a millionaire. It's not a practical thought when you think about waking up and saying, I want to be a millionaire. Is that the most practical thought? No. But you could put a practical thought towards being a millionaire, like waking up, brushing your teeth, making your bed, going somewhere on time, actually doing research, getting on your laptop, do the things that millionaires do. And I believe that some of this will rub off on you. Have I been practicing this? No. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been practicing. But worry about yourself. Understand that you got, like, in life, you gotta know how to worry about yourself. See, the problem is you too worry about me. I don't worry about me. Listen, real talk though, 2025, we're gonna tighten up, not lighten up. Understand that we gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing. And I was discouraged. I'm still on. If you can see, my energy ain't the highest, but I'm gonna take this as a lesson. And I'm gonna invest in better tools. I'm gonna invest in better podcasting tools. That's another thing. I did not realize how much and how important actual podcast editing tools were. I used to work for Exodus, Transitional Community, and I worked in the media department. And we had a green room where we had basically all the state-of-the-art software. We had the MacBook. They had two MacBook Minis, and basically they had a very, very good system, green room, everything. I don't think I took advantage of all of the creative capabilities that I could have in that time. But I'm glad that I am now learning and I'm now understanding that, opportunities are there and you should take advantage of them. So, speed through that. When I was working for this company, I realized when I was doing the podcast, because they had a podcast room. So Mike Gotti came through. Just Miracle was originally like the podcast engineer, but a lot of times he'll just let me sit in for him and do the job, and I would do it, and then he's kind of got used to me doing it for him, so I wound up just doing it because it was just something I like doing. But honestly, I should have stayed focused on my craft and what I was doing. I probably wouldn't have got let go. That's a whole nother episode. But in all honesty, they had the proper software. They had like a Black Magic mini board where I could just click from about 4 to 5 camera angles to each angle when whoever was talking. All I had to do was have a good ear and have a good eye and make sure it all came out well. By the end of the segment, It's recorded off OSB. We have the whole episode. We might put it in the software to do a couple titles or whatever. And bing, bam, thank you, ma'am. We could send the podcast out. And then we could even do little chop ups or like some social media stuff and all of that. And this is when I was an amateur and I really wasn't really good with angles and my camera, period. I just really was just doing it for the thrill. Shouts out to Julio Medina for giving me the opportunity to just basically get paid for learning how to film. Because honestly, I think even when I left here, I didn't know what I was doing. So thank you, big cuzzo, who paid me a lot of money to learn how to do it. But by the time I left Julio, I was able to carry myself as far as making films and doing jobs. And even when I wasn't getting paid for jobs, a lot of my jobs I really could write off on my taxes. I just really need to do my books, my bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is another part. So bookkeeping for me has been a task. I do need to stay on top of my apps and stay on top of my reminders. It's just, we're gonna see if I could get this done, because I gotta send these files out and I don't have Wi-Fi in my crib. It's important to just keep your bills paid because you could avoid this problem. All right? I get overwhelmed. I used to have a task list. I kind of still have a task list. I just let my tasks go down to like 3 or 4 tasks a day that I can handle. And most of the time I get to 3. Most of the time I get to 2. But I definitely get at least 1 done a day. Yeah, don't judge me. Yeah, I'm just a kid from the projects that want to do something different with his life. You know, it's not gonna be accepted from everyone, but you know, the haters is gonna let me, you know, well, the haters ain't gonna do nothing but hate, but you know, the real righteous is gonna let me rock. They're gonna let me do what I do and get it together because they're gonna see that it gotta be another way. We're gonna figure out that other way right here on Frederick Mayers TV. Y'all gonna start seeing short films. Y'all gonna start seeing behind the scenes of what's going on. And this is it. I love the 24 millimeter, y'all. Y'all don't understand. This baby came in. Andy, we shooting at 4.0, not 2.8. Get your lives together. You know, you gotta shoot wide open. You know what I'm saying? Not everything in my life, or basically showing you what's going on in my life, because some of this stuff is quite, I wouldn't say unbelievable, but I can't believe it. So if you can help me out, get some understanding, because it's just serious right now. And I just hope the Snipers Only gang don't try to jump me. Don't jump me, y'all. I know I've been messing up y'all video. I love y'all, man. That's like the 4th video I messed up. I just wanted to say, that niggas better not jump me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At least one at a time. And for anybody else, I've been messing up their videos.
Bella. I never just directly said from day one, I'm doing a coffee shop. It's sort of as you find your way, things start to come to life and opportunities come, and sometimes your ideas, you have to shift.
And I owe you a video, and you paid me for that video. One of 2 things gonna happen. I'm really pissed off with myself right now. Pissed off. Am I ranting? Am I just ranting right now? But the truth of the matter is, today I'm gonna focus out. I'm gonna do some edits. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna get focused. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna pray. And hopefully everything gets better. All right? No, for real. Coming at you. This particular segment is going to show up on Practical Dreamers Project and Frederick Mayers TV, so you could catch it on either channel. And yeah, that's gonna basically be that. help me do a project with this R8. Like I got an R8, I got lights, I got like, you know, we could schedule, you know, do passion projects too, man. But if you gonna pay me, that's how you gonna really get me there. I ain't gonna lie, if you pay, cause I like money. So if you pay my fee, oh man, I'll be there on time every time. But yeah, call me. I just want to get some projects with this R8. Other Canon users out there, you know we got the Sony Nation at us. Come on, this is where my Canonites at, man. Come on, I got an R8. Cause you got a R6 Mark II or something like that. Ain't this the baby brother? Let's do something. Let's make it happen. All right, I gonna see it. Frederick Mayers TV, Practical Dreamers Project. Catch y'all.